Every new trader goes through an emotional roller coaster when they place a trade. And if you've been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so listen up. When you first click that buy or sell button, panic starts to kick in, right? Your heart's racing, you're emotional, you're excited, you're anxious, you're hopeful, you're all these mixed pot of feelings. You start watching the trade, every single tick of your life depends on it, right? You see the market go up, down, in your favor. You feel like a genius, then you feel dumb, then it pulls back, and then you're panicking. You start second guessing your entry. You move your stops. You know, you cut your trade too short when it's in profit, and you hold it too long when it's going against you. That's greed. That's fear. That's doubt. That's euphoria, regret, all hitting you in about a 30.
Yeah, I agree with this 100%. I also add, if you're feeling all of those feelings while you're trading, number one, I don't think that you're sure in your system or your strategy. Number two, there's a high possibility that you are over leveraging. And I realize this is something that a lot of traders deal with, something I've dealt with in my trading journey. When I get into a trade, if for any reason I start feeling uncomfortable with that trade, uncomfortable to the point where I'm scared if that trade reverses on me, etc., I'm clearly not comfortable with the risk, clearly also not necessarily as confident in the move as well. So a combination of those things. If that's the case, you definitely need to lower your risk. It's a simple fix to this issue, but traders tend to overcomplicate it over and over and over again. I know you see the potential of making X amount of money, and that would be great. But the most important thing, believe it or not, is to put yourself in a position where what you are doing is repeatable over and over and over and over again. If you are going for a big trade and you're risking big to go for a big win, that is just not repeatable over and over and over again. Now, I'm not saying every once in a while there won't be a golden opportunity that maybe you should put a little more behind. Yeah, that might happen. But on a day to day, if you want your trades to be a bit more seamless, if you want to be, in a way they say, emotionless, even though you're never really emotionless in a trade, right? You want to make sure that you're fully comfortable with the risk that you're taking, meaning I'm fully comfortable losing this trade, and I'm fully confident in the move that I'm taking, that it is an A+ setup. It follows my rules, and I'm going for it because I would go for it every single time, win or lose. You gotta be in that mindset when you are trading, or else, yeah, as he is saying in this video, it's all of these things. It's greed, it's unpreparedness, it's all of these things.
Second time's been. But let me just tell you like an industry secret real quick. I don't feel any of that anymore. Completely numb to the game. I have been through all that already. 10 years of it. Now I strictly trade like a surgeon. I don't care what the outcome is, win or lose. I am purely operating on my process and executing without hesitation. So how do you make the shift in becoming a profitable trader? I'm going to give you 4 steps right now. Number 1 is you are going to size down in your trading. Sizing down is going to give you less anxiety and stress.
Just talked about it, right? You got to size down. You are over leveraging when you are trading, which is why you feel uncomfortable when you're in a trade, which is why you feel so anxious, which is why you're feeling the jitters, right? When a trade is going on or you can't sleep, you're over leveraging, right? You're not fully comfortable taking that loss. As a result, you shouldn't necessarily be in that trade at that level of risk anyway.
And that's going to give you less emotion is what we're looking for. Number 2, you got to journal every single trade. Having data to back up what you're doing is going to give you a great sense of peace, and then those emotions lose power over you when you have that data in your back pocket. Number 3.
So before we get to number 3, a quick note on journaling. I do think journaling is important. I do think, especially in your beginning stages, journaling is critical. The thing that got me from unprofitable to just break even was journaling, was realizing what mistakes I'm making. Now, it didn't necessarily mean I was just completely profitable, but I finally started seeing profits, and it got me to that next level because I needed to see the mistakes that I was making, the trades that I got right, what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, right? Journaling is what helps you with that. A lot of traders, again, they just want to press buy or sell, and they just walk away when they win. They want to get upset when they lose, but they don't want to know the why. The true elements of you getting better as a trader is to decode that why. Why did I lose this trade? Was it an element of I did not follow my trading rules? Was it just the market was choppy? Was it that I followed every single rule, but it's just a loss, a percentage loss, right? Because we know no strategy is going to be right 100% of the time. So it happened, but I'll probably take it again if I see it. Like, all of those things matter, and where you categorize those things do matter, because depending on where you put it and what category it falls into, then you can make a determination on how you're supposed to adjust next. Am I supposed to make sure that I'm following my rules and not compromising? Right? Is that what it is, a rule break? Or am I going to make sure that I just size down? Or am I going to do nothing and say, you know what, losses are a part of it. I did everything right. I'll do it again. You make that determination based on the data presented, but you have to be able to analyze the data.
Gotta trade your plan, not your feelings and emotions. You're trading a process, right? Focus on the process. Number 4, you need to walk away from the market. If you take a loss, you walk away. If you win, you walk away. That is it. Over time, your nervous system is literally just gonna be completely used to this. It's gonna adapt, and what felt like chaos at one point in your trading career is just going to become another trading day.
So let me give you a word of advice, something that really helps me. Walking away, I think that last step is one of the most critical steps when it comes to you improving your trading. In many, many regards. Walking away, number 1, meaning, because there's multiple ways to walk away here. You might not necessarily want to keep looking at the charts when you're in a trade. You need to just allow your move to produce, allow it to breathe, allow it to do what it's going to do. Now, that may be different if you are a scalper. If you're a scalper, perhaps you're not able to do that so much. But if you're more of like an intraday, especially if you're a swing, you got to let that thing breathe, man. It's best to not even look at it. Just be more comfortable with where you have put your stop loss. I'm going to put my stop loss at 30, 40, 50 pips, not because I'm used to putting it at 30, 40, 50 pips, but more so because structure is telling me, you know what, this is my stop loss. This is where my move is invalidated. And if you have put that in place, saying that my move is invalid at this particular juncture, then there's no reason to look at the move at all. Because you know that if it gets there, it was invalid anyway. There's no reason for you to widen the stop loss. There's no reason for you to get out early, because technically it's not invalid. If you got out early, you're putting your stop loss exactly where it should be, invalid. So there's no reason to keep looking at the trade. What that's going to do is, a lot of trades you're going to get out early, and maybe you do save yourself a couple of bucks because it would have been a loss. But a lot of times too, you're going to get frustrated because you got out early, and in reality, the move just needed some time to breathe and it went off in your direction. Okay, so you want to walk away in that instance. The other instance you want to walk away when you finish trading, whether you win, whether you lose, whether you're at break even. Once your trading rules have been met in terms of you walk away after a win, walk away after 2 losses, walk away after this amount of percentage loss, this amount of loss, this amount of win, whatever your trading rules say, you gotta learn how to walk away. Don't keep the charts on. Don't keep the charts in front of you. You're going to see a move that seems interesting, that seems captivating, that seems like it's about to go off, and you're going to mess yourself up more times than not. You need to learn how to walk away from the charts, or turn off the charts, or X out the charts, whatever. You got to get it away from you when you're finished trading. It's just a rule of thumb. I promise you it's going to help you with your trading. I promise you it's going to help you with your discipline. But you got to know when to walk away. And a lot of traders don't know when to walk away. And they trade their way out of winning days. They have winning days, and they trade their way out of winning days just to be even more depressed. That, to me, is the worst. Rather, I had a losing day than I had a winning day that turned into a losing day because I couldn't control myself. You need to make sure that you are putting yourself in position to succeed. And all of these rules that you put in place, again, not necessarily just to make you a boring trader, but is to make sure that you are a trader who's responsible and know how to conserve their money. And you're a trader that can stay in the game for a long period of time. All of these things that this trader over here mentioned are absolutely true. Definitely agree with it. And I hope you implement that in your trading so that you can start seeing improvements as well. All of these things are actually simple, but it's about making sure you're applying them and holding yourself accountable to them, or else you're just going to be in a never-ending cycle of losing and losing and losing and losing. Before you know it, it's been years and you're in the same spot as a trader making no progress. That's not fun for nobody. Do yourself a favor, take the advice, and start to transform your trading. Let's get it.